Hey everybody, welcome back to the second installment of my developer diaries for the Asteroids clone I'm making in the Godot Engine. Since my last developer diary last week, I've implemented a number of features. Not as many as I'd like, but I got caught up on a few niggling issues. Anybody that's done this before knows that happens. And this is the first time I've done this, so, sometimes progress is a little bit slower than I may care for. And what you're seeing on the screen may not quite reflect the number of hours I've sat and stared at some of this code, but hey, it happens. But I have implemented a few new features since last week. I've got the asteroids wrapping around the screen. When they reach the edge of the screen, they come back on the other end. I've implemented some explosions for my bullet asteroid impacts, and I have implemented, very importantly, asteroid splitting. When I shoot a big asteroid 5 times, it spawns 2 medium asteroids. When I shoot a medium asteroid 5 times, it spawns 2 small asteroids. And when I shoot those small asteroids 5 times, they disappear entirely and delete themselves from the game. Other than that, that's about it. I've still got a few little issues, some weird little physics issues, that sort of thing. Obviously, I've still got to implement some kind of scoring system. I need to implement perhaps some type of system where each subsequent asteroid is spawned a little bit faster than the last in order to continuously up the difficulty. I need to implement multiple levels. Yeah, I'm kind of up in the air about that. I don't know whether to just keep spawning asteroids faster and faster until the player dies, or to actually have separate levels, so you can have some kind of sense of continuity of progression and achievement. And I'll figure that out. I've got some other stuff that I need to work on before I even necessarily start worrying on that. As far as my code goes, I made things a little bit more modular. Instead of putting all my asteroid spawn code into one file, I've got it where it creates an asteroid, and then that particular asteroid instance's code is connected to a separate script. Basically, this is just done with the intention of making things more organized, as opposed to, and as well as trying to stick to the dry mantra, don't repeat yourself, which isn't to say that I'm not repeating myself anywhere. Obviously, I can make this a little bit more succinct, however you say that word, but it's a little bit better than it was. Other than that, that's about all I've got to show right now. I'll leave a link to the code in the description, a link to my GitHub page. And if you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please feel free to comment below, and I will get back to you. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one.